Ahum to you and yours. So, today is the 9th of October. Oh my God. It's the beginning of the last quarter moon. And with that, it brings so many things we need to talk about and we need guidance on. First of all, please heed the warning. Do not start any huge plans that you're trying to put together. Wait, wait, just wait until we get to that new moon. Once we're in that new moon, guys, start all your big plans. But this quarter moon is really uh, looking at reflection and for you to take everything that has happened since the last new moon, um, look at it, investigate it, make sure that you understand what worked and what didn't, um, and then start anew. It is also a good time to think about revamping your your romantic life. There is a need of you starting to think in universal equations. What's a universal equation? A universal equation is when you bring the universal energies into your life. Energies are numbers, remember? It's science. So it's numbers. So there is a frequency for love. There is a frequency for hate. There's a frequency which I never want you guys to even know what that frequency is, but I'm explaining so you guys can get the, you know, the gist of it. There is definitely a frequency for romance. And what goes in, I mean, you can even pinpoint what it is that you want in romance. You want more connection, romantic connection. There is a frequency for that. Find the frequencies. I'm here not to give it to you. I'm here to tell you, find that frequency. Google what the frequency of love is. It's in Google. It's there. There are many variations, but the one that feels right for you, that's the one you use. And it's just like if you're gonna put up a crystal grid in your room, let's say, in my spirit room, which you see that door right there, that's gonna be my spirit room. It's now um, under construction, but we're gonna have a crystal grid up on the ceiling. But the crystal grid doesn't just mean to stick a whole bunch of crystals, you know, wherever I think it looks pretty. No, I have to find the frequencies of each one. I have to make a grid in the shape of what it is that I want to happen in that room. But not only that, I also have to understand what the frequency of my house is, what the frequency of each individual person, animal, and human that dwells in our home. Then I have to take the frequencies, right? And the the um the coordinates of where we are and add that to the equation. Where does the sun go up? How, what degrees am I in? So it's a huge task. Am I going to do it now? No, because this is the last quarter moon. But to go back, to digress to where we began, is find the frequencies because right now it's a good time to actually start thinking about doing something special for the ones that you love. Um, and remember in the beginning, I said, don't start something huge. Love, although it's a huge undertaking and it's a huge emotional frequency, comes easy for you. So that is should not be a huge task for you to take on. It should be automatic. It should be beautiful. It should just pour out of yourself. So you can work on love and make plans to maybe do something special for someone. Make it impromptu because that adds a certain frequency of surprise into your equations. It's all about numbers, guys. It's all about numbers. And when you add the spiritual frequency or vibration into something, magic happens. A lot of people call it magic. I call it miracles. We have miracles every single day of the week. Every single day. We're just too busy to see them. But anyway, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out I'm using my witches or my Halloween deck. Called the witches deck. Some people call it the witches deck. But it's really a nice, cheeky, humorous card deck. To be totally honest, I am possibly retiring this deck. So those of you that have bought this deck, I only have, I think, 5 left. I'm not sure. Those of you that have bought this deck, you feel the energy in them and you know what they are. But they've been out for a while and I've sold quite a few. I think it's time for a new one. You tell me. Yeah, you tell me. What do you think? But I think, for next year we might bring in a new one. This will finally become a collector's item for Moira's Light, as we are not going to be making any more. I'm really sure I'm being drawn to that and to bring one out for the fall, just fall. So we'll see. Um, so for today, and again, this is, let's see what we get. All right. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I want to bring in Monday because Sunday, for a lot of us, we dread Monday. And Sunday's energies pour into Monday. Friday's energies pour into Saturday. And I want you to understand what these cards are really for. These cards and the reading I'm going to give you may or may not pertain to you, but they could pertain to a certain situation that you may find yourself in the middle of. Well, you can take the information here and you can put it to use. But most importantly is taking your intuition and put it to work. Because your intuition has a lot more value in frequency and in vibration than anything else. Anybody can give you a reading and tell you this is what we see now. But it's up to you to make the difference. If you don't like this part of the reading, well, what do I have to do to change that? That's what readings are for. To make you think, to make you reflect, to make you make changes and transform and shift so that you can see, oh, this is what I was warned about. Oh, heck no, it's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to do this. This is what I'm going to do to change. That is what a reading is all about. It's not etched in stone. It is a warning. It is a confirmation. It is a way to guide you to what you have to do. So take this as what it is. We're giving you what we see now. It's up to you to make the changes. And can you make it? Yes, of course you can. Who doesn't? So today, Friday, you get the skeletons card. This is for mostly everyone. This skeleton card talks about those skeletons in your closet need a good dusting. Needs a good dusting. It's not talking about getting the skeletons and bringing them out. Why? It's not telling you to bring out your skeletons because we're in the last quarter. Remember about the big plans? Don't make them now. Wait a little longer. Okay? Time to come all out in your magic. What is your magic? Your intuition, your abilities, your gifts, your talents. Don't worry about what other people think. Why would you worry about that? It's what they think, not what you know, is it? That's what matters. This is your journey, not theirs. Do they pay your rent? Because if they don't pay your rent and they don't buy you food and they don't deal with you 24/7, that's not their journey. It's yours. All right? Are they paying for your broom? No. Well, make haste. We are waiting. Who is we? This card is signifying that we is the universe. So today is a day where you dust off your skeletons in the closet. You guys good? Yeah, you guys want to come out? No? Okay, honey, don't worry. You can stay in the closet. But in the meantime, I'm not going to worry what people think because my life is not theirs. My life is mine. I'm going to worry about what I think. Sorry about my bird. He is so excited this morning. He knows it's Friday. Okay? So your movement forward, your shift, your transformation, which by the way, it happens every single moment that you breathe. And we breathe constantly. This universe is waiting for you. They're waiting for you. So why are you making them wait? Saturday. Saturday is the vampire card. The vampire card says, oh my gosh, when are you going to stop allowing people to drain you? This happens every Saturday, doesn't it? Or Sunday. People just rush, trample you. I need this, I want that, I need this, I need that. We got to do this, we got to do that. No, hold on, baby. Hold on. Hold on. And you hold on as well. Because this drains you. Where's time for you? Where is the time for you? So between them planning all these things with you, they need to also plan time without you. Okay? Because you have plans with the universe. That needs to happen. Every weekend, that needs to happen. Connection needs to happen. And you only have time on the weekend, then you do. If you can only do it from inside your van, then you get inside your minivan and you sit there and you listen to meditation music. You meditate in your van. You listen and you go through all these like lessons. If you're in my spiritual development class, you go in there and you do what you have to do. But you cannot be in other people's frequencies without creating a frequency of your own. Stop the bleeder now. See, that's a bleeding. That is bleeding you out. Okay? This card has been imbued with only good and savory moments without those vampires. Swat them off. Shoot, shoot, shoot. What happens is these cards, they already have magical spells, great frequencies, and great intentions that actually manifest to those that hold it, that have it. So the fact that I've taken this card in for Saturday, it already has been imbued with good and savory moments for you to enjoy. What does that mean in essence? Well, the frequency and the equation given to this card, which I am sending this intention to you, is you are going to find time for yourself. This card and the frequency and the energy that it contains is going to open up a little space for you, even if it's 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes that you're going to take for yourself. You're going to be able to voice it out and say, guys, like I tell my family, I'm going to turn off for a few hours. They know that cue. They know that frequency. The moment I bring it out and I voice my intention, I'm going to turn off for a couple of hours. They scurry away from where I am, create my sacred space, and I am given my few hours. I take it. When I began in my spiritual um, journey, I knew I had to make that intention and train everybody to understand what turning off means for me and my family. And they're beautiful because they got used to it. And they know now I'm turning off. Everybody goes away from my area and lets me do what I need to do. Then that actually recharges me. And when it recharges me, they're the ones that get the rewards because I come out and I am ready to rock and roll, dinner and having fun and having games out there and whatever it is. But I come out fully recharged. That is my gift back to them. So again, it's a give and take. But this vampire card tells you exactly what to do because you do get drained over the weekend. And you need time for yourself on the weekend. Try to make it at least 2 hours, but start slow. Now, Sunday. Sunday is the conjure card. And conjuring is very, very good. It's a very good job, a very good type of work that you can do because you can conjure up things that you need to happen. And while all you really need is intention, sometimes a little bit of conjure work is needed and necessary. And the card says you need to embark in a journey of self-cleaning, cleansing, and grounding. You will need all four elements to do this effectively. Use your intuition this time. Listen well and follow your gut. You know this. Okay, so when we use the elements, all four elements, north, south, east, west, they each come depending on the faith that you have, that you understand instinctively and intuitively. You will know. South, I'll use Amaru, which is the beautiful great serpent, because I'm now walking. If I'm going to go into a self-cleansing journey, I'm going to want to use uh, the shamanic healing path. But let's say I don't. Let's say I want to use my solitary healing path. Then I will use my solitary healing path. If I want to use a Reiki path this time and do my self cleansing, then I will use the elements as well. But it's going to be in a different form with different elementals within those elemental sides. When you ground, you need to ground at your highest possible frequency. Oh my God, do not ground when your frequencies are low. You have to get yourself high. You have to snap out of it. You have to get yourself out. I don't care. You find help. You need to talk to people, get them to understand what you're going through. Put yourself in a spot where you can actually booby trap your own low frequencies to go and tap and get somebody to help you through that. Because if you ground yourself down here and you need to be up here, what amount of energy do you need to conjure up to go up, even if it's here, only halfway? Well, if you're down here and you get the help that you need and you find and you read and you put your music on, you cleanse yourself, it starts bringing that energy up. Even if you're here and you ground here, it's better than grounding here, because here takes less effort to get to the highest point. So when you do your self cleansing, use music, get yourself in there, dance. That's a great way of letting go and grounding and letting go of those positive ions you've been collecting all this time, grounding them, let them go, let that positive ions go right into Mother Earth, and then you get replenished with these beautiful new possibilities, new connections. Then you ground with those new connections. This is very important for you to understand. Now, Sundays, it's interesting that Sundays the conjure card would come up, because that is usually a day that we all ground and a day that we self cleanse, because we're getting ready for Monday, right? The dreaded Monday. Believe me, it's only Friday and I'm already dreading Monday. But that is a frequency we don't need, right? So while I say it today, I have the weekend to let go of that negative energy and put dread into love. And then I'm okay on Mondays, right? That's how we deal with it. That's how we deal with these. So Monday is your ghosty card, and your ghosty card is important. Your ghosty card is your senses are heightened so that you can receive messages from beyond for you to heed. It's perfect for Monday because your senses are heightened. You're like, oh my God, what is this week going to bring me? Oh my God, it's Monday. Oh my God, oh my God. You're in this heightened mode, but then because you're in a heightened mode, you're receiving not only stimulation from the people around you and the circumstances around you, but then you're also open to the spiritual side. So these people, these energies are also hitting you on the energetic side and the spiritual side. And they give you messages. Don't send that memo. Listen, don't send the memo. And if it's telling you, send the memo, you send the memo. But especially on Mondays, listen when you get to your workplace or anywhere that you go, let's say on a Monday, assess, allow your spiritual protective services to assess what's going on. Give it time. Go get your coffee. Sit down, sit back, look at everyone, scan the area, cleanse your area, maybe a little spritz, sage, and observe just for 5 minutes. Give your spiritual protective services time to settle and say, don't send the memo, okay? Because it's important where you work that there is space and time for your spiritual protective services to do their work for you. So this is the perfect card. It also says the messages are right and you're not going nuts. And you're already on Monday, you already are going nuts because it's Monday. So you're just getting primed. So mote it be, so mote it be. You're just getting primed. What could that possibly mean? Well, it's the beginning of the freaking week. So you're getting information that's going to help you for the rest of the week so that you can have a good experience at work or at home or at school. But you need to allow these energies to help you. That's all there is to it. And if there is something that you see that, oh, that doesn't look good for me, think about the the overall amount of people that are going to benefit. And even if you're going to benefit 2%, but people around you are going to benefit 100%, what would spirit do? That's right. So whatever you decide is what you decide. There's no wrong and there's no right. What there is just you. And you, with the universe, create your own miniverse. And in your miniverse, you and everybody around you that have created theirs are living through it. So make your miniverse a beautiful universe. And that beautiful universe will then give light to everybody else's miniverse. And then everybody's miniverse is going to also be part of the grand universe. And because your energy is pure, your energy is light. And what you are going to receive will be nothing less. Thank you for being with me today and for listening to um, this week's this weekend's readings with our retiring cards. Um, and I also want to take one last card, because this last card is going to be the one that is going to set in motion a lot of things for you for this coming the entire week. And while these 4 cards was really for the weekend, the card for the week that's coming is the 8 of Bones. It says, life is hard. Well, duh. It has been for you. Time to get cracking these brittle old bones. 'Tis the time for you to stop to worry. It is making you sick as a hag. Have some candy and make bone soup. Enjoy good friends. We love you. This card is telling you the same thing as when life hands you lemons. Make a margarita. Well, in this case, it's saying you may have brittle old bones, but you know what? You can still make a mighty fine bone soup with that, can't you? And it's telling you time to get cracking because it's making you sick as a hag. Well, we all know witches are called hags as well. But life's been hard and it's making you sick. Let it go. Ask yourself, who does this energy belong to? When you're able to answer, oh, it's not mine, guess what's going to happen? It's going to alleviate itself, let go, and go somewhere else where it's supposed to go. And by deductive measures, you will start removing things that do not belong to you, as well as things that you are not. And what is left is what does belong to you to work with and what you are. It's much better than having to go through years and years and years of shadow work for shadows that don't belong to you. Because after you've been working a year, for you to realize that that shadow did not belong to you in the first place, what are you doing? Remove anything that does not belong to you, what and who you are not. Get a clean slate, a clear vision of who and what you are, and then get a clear vision of what you want to be. Works a lot better. Have a good week. Hope to hear from you.